We've all heard the romantic tales of couples who claim they just knew, the moment they laid eyes on each other, that they were destined to be together. Songs, movies, and books often portray this phenomenon of love at first sight. But is it truly love, and how realistic is it? Let's dive deep into this concept to determine whether it's a genuine experience or just a myth. The concept of love at first sight. Love at first sight describes the feeling of immediate romantic attraction towards someone upon seeing them for the first time. It suggests an instant bond or connection without any prior acquaintance. This concept can be traced back to many ancient civilizations, with stories like Romeo and Juliet acting as proof of its timeless nature. But is it genuine love, or is it something else? The science behind immediate attraction. Before jumping to conclusions, it's essential to recognize that humans are biologically wired to make quick judgments. From an evolutionary standpoint, we often had mere moments to gauge whether someone was friend or foe. This might explain why we sometimes feel a rapid, intense connection upon meeting someone new. Moreover, certain physical features, often determined by our personal preferences and cultural influences, can trigger immediate attraction. Symmetry, for instance, is universally seen as a hallmark of beauty. When you see someone who fits your subconscious criteria for attractiveness, your brain releases a cocktail of feel-good chemicals, including dopamine and oxytocin. This creates a rush of euphoria, which some might interpret as love at first sight. Differentiating love from lust and infatuation. It's crucial to differentiate between love, lust, and infatuation. Lust is driven by desire, and is often focused on physical appearance and superficial traits. Infatuation, on the other hand, is a short-lived passion for someone, often characterized by an idealized vision of the person without truly knowing them. True love, as most understand it, is a deeper connection built on mutual respect, understanding, trust, and shared experiences. Can such profound feelings genuinely develop upon a single glance? The role of projection and idealization. When people claim to experience love at first sight, they might be projecting their desires and needs onto a person they don't truly know. If you've been longing for love and suddenly meet someone who fits your physical type, or reminds you of a past love, your brain might fill in the gaps and create an idealized version of this person. This projection can feel very real and intense, but it's based on your hopes and desires, not the reality of who this person truly is. Is it love or just a strong start? Perhaps love at first sight isn't the fairy tale love we believe it to be, but it might be the start of a deep connection. That initial spark can lead two people to invest more time in getting to know each other. The beginnings of love could be mistaken as love at first sight, but genuine love often requires more time to grow. Studies and surveys. What do they say? Interestingly, various studies and surveys on this topic offer mixed results. A 2017 poll found that over 51% of Americans believe in love at first sight, and about 50% say they've experienced it. However, scientific studies on the subject are inconclusive. Some researchers argue that love at first sight might be a memory bias, meaning people believe they fell in love immediately only when looking back on the event. Conclusion. So, is love at first sight reality or myth? It's complex. While the intense feelings of immediate attraction are real and can be a crucial foundation for future romantic endeavors, labeling it as love might be a stretch. True love typically requires depth, understanding, and shared experiences, which aren't present in that initial glance. That said, love is a deeply personal experience, and what feels like love to one person might be different for another. Perhaps the best approach is to remain open-minded and recognize that love can manifest in numerous ways, whether it's a slow burn or an immediate spark.